You've chopped it, shaped it, and taken the plunge into short hair, but somehow it's not giving what you thought it would. Sound familiar? Don't worry, darling. You're not alone. Short hair can be fabulous over 50, chic, youthful, empowering. But if it's aging you instead of elevating you, there's a good chance you're making one of these all too common mistakes. Welcome back to Age with Style, where we celebrate confidence, elegance, and bold beauty for women who know that age is just the beginning of their best chapter yet. If you're ready to look modern, radiant, and absolutely ageless in your short hair, stick with me, because today we're uncovering 10 sneaky short hair mistakes that might be stealing your sparkle, and how to fix them with flair. So go ahead, tap that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's dive in. Your short hair transformation starts now. Mistake 1, keeping it too stiff or structured. Here's the thing, short hair shouldn't feel like a helmet. Yet far too many women over 50 fall into the trap of overspraying, oversetting, or choosing styles that are overly perfect. You know the ones, every strand locked into place, no movement, no softness, no play. It may feel safe, but here's the truth. Overly structured short hair can make you look older, not elegant. It hardens your features, makes the style look dated, and drains your natural vibrance. And darling, you were never meant to be stiff and boxed in. You were meant to glow, to float, to evolve. Movement is youthful. Texture is modern. Whether it's a feathered bob, a tousled pixie, or a soft crop with wispy bangs, your short hair should have life. A little wave, a gentle flip, a soft bend, these are the details that take years off instantly. Instead of reaching for that hard-hold hairspray or clinging to the same cut you've had for 15 years, ask your stylist for airier layers, internal texture, or even an asymmetrical detail to bring freshness back. And as for products, ditch the crunch. Opt for mousse, volumizing mist, or a touch of dry wax that lets your hair move with you, not against you, because you haven't stopped growing, and your hair shouldn't either. Short hair after 50 should say, I'm confident, I'm current, and I'm still full of surprises. Mistake 2, ignoring the power of volume at the crown. Here's a little beauty secret that stylists swear by: volume equals vitality, especially around the crown. One of the most common mistakes women over 50 make with short hair is letting everything lie too flat at the top. While sleek styles may seem chic, when the crown is too flat, it can actually drag the face downward, accentuate thinning areas, and make the overall look appear tired or lifeless. But darling, your hair should lift with you, not weigh you down. Adding a bit of lift at the crown, whether with subtle backcombing, a root lifting spray, or well-placed layers, can visually elongate the face, bring back that youthful energy, and frame your features with softness and light. It's like an instant refresh. Think of iconic short hairstyles like the modern Pixie or voluminous layered bob. They're never pancake flat. They've got that touch of airy height that makes everything feel lighter, brighter, and more awake. And this doesn't mean towering teased hair from decades past. We're talking refined volume, graceful, not overdone. The kind that says, I still have stories to tell, and I wear them with lift and flair. So next time you style your hair, give that crown a gentle boost. Because sometimes all it takes is a little height to help you stand tall. Mistake 3, choosing a harsh, severe cut without softening edges. Short hair can be chic, powerful, and utterly flattering, but only when it works with your features, not against them. One mistake many women over 50 unknowingly make: opting for overly sharp, severe cuts that lack movement or softness. You know the kind: heavy, blunt lines, razor straight ends, or tight crops that don't leave room for any fluidity. While they can seem modern at first glance, these styles can harden the face, spotlight lines or sagging, and pull attention away from your natural glow. But softness, oh softness, is where the magic lives. The secret lies in the edges, layers that flick gently around the face, wispy bangs that frame the eyes, tapered napes that hug the neckline. These subtle details create movement, dimension, and a sense of ease that instantly reads as youthful and fresh. Hair with a little tussle, a little sway, a little imperfection. That's where elegance breathes. Even if you love a structured style, ask your stylist for soft texturizing around the edges. It gives the cut more life and makes your features look brighter and more lifted. Because darling, you're not meant to look hard. You're meant to look beautifully softened by life. Mistake 4, sticking to one length all over, aka the helmet head. There's a temptation, especially after 50, to play it safe with hair, to settle into a uniform short cut that's all one length. No fuss, no drama. But here's the truth. A one-length cut can rob your hair and your face of its personality. Without layers or shape, short hair can sit heavy and boxy. It creates what we lovingly, but honestly, call the helmet effect: stiff, motionless, and oddly aging. Instead of enhancing your features, it flattens them. Instead of highlighting your cheekbones, it hides them. But don't worry, we're not talking about wild, choppy layers from the early 2000s. Today's modern short styles are all about strategic shape. Think of them like tailored clothing, sculpted to your bone structure, flattering your neck, framing your eyes, adding subtle layering at the crown, can lift your whole look. Soft tapering near the jawline can slenderize the face. A few long layers through the top. Suddenly your hair looks fuller, bouncier, and more youthful, without looking done. Even pixie cuts benefit from smart layering. It's what gives them that stylish, effortless edge. The goal is to bring back movement, because hair that moves with you feels like it belongs to the moment you're in. So let go of the helmet and let your hair dance again. Mistake 5. Neglecting the hairline and nape area. When we think of a great haircut, most of us focus on the front, what we see in the mirror. But the real elegance of short hair, it's in the details, especially the nape of the neck and the hairline around the ears. Overlooking these areas can unintentionally make a cut look sloppy or dated. A bulky, unshaped nape can add visual weight to the neck and shoulders, making you appear older or less polished. And a fuzzy or overgrown hairline around the ears, it can completely undo the fresh, clean look of a short style. But when these spots are thoughtfully shaped and softened, the difference is astonishing. A tapered nape instantly elongates the neck and adds a sense of refinement. Delicately sculpted edges around the ears make everything look intentional, fresh, and youthful. It's a small detail, but one that whispers sophistication. So next time you're in the salon, don't be shy. Ask your stylist to pay attention to those hidden zones. A soft taper at the back, a gentle curve around the ear. These are the flourishes that elevate a basic cut into a head-turning style. Because elegance isn't loud, it's found in the quiet polish of your silhouette. Mistake 6. Choosing a style with no texture or movement. One of the fastest ways a short haircut can age you is when it's too perfect, too stiff, too flat, or too sculpted. Yes, structure is chic, but when a short cut lacks texture or movement, it can feel lifeless and heavy. And we both know, you are anything but lifeless. Flat, overly smoothed out styles tend to highlight facial volume loss, draw attention to lines, and give the face a drooping appearance. What your hair needs at this stage: energy, lightness, air. That doesn't mean messy or wild. It means soft layers, light feathering, maybe even a bit of tussling or piecey separation. These touches give your hair life, and life is youth. Think of styles like a soft pixie with textured ends, a choppy bob with gentle waves, or even a structured cut softened with a side-swept fringe and a bit of lift at the crown. These small shifts in styling can take 10 years off, just like that. And here's the bonus. Hair with movement frames your face in the most flattering way. It distracts from shadows and softens every feature. So if your current short haircut feels like a helmet, or worse, a set-and-forget style, it might be time to invite a little playfulness back in. Because hair that moves says, I'm vibrant, I'm evolving, and I'm still full of spark. Mistake 7. Ignoring the neckline and hair-to-neck balance. When we go short, it's not just about the hair. It's about everything around it. And one of the most overlooked style details after 50. The neckline. Here's the truth. Your haircut and your neckline are in constant conversation. If your hair is cut too blunt at the jaw, or falls in a way that draws all the attention downward, it can emphasize sagging skin, neck texture, or loss of firmness. The wrong neckline on top of that. Suddenly you've got a look that pulls your whole silhouette down. But here's the elegant fix. It's all about balance and lift. When you choose a short haircut, consider one that exposes the neck gently, like a nape-length cut, or one with slight graduation at the back. This gives the illusion of a longer, more graceful neck and lifts the whole look. Pair it with tops that have open, flattering necklines, boat necks, subtle V-necks, soft scoop necks, and never underestimate the power of earrings or a delicate necklace to elongate and refine. These finishing touches complete the frame, and they work beautifully with short hair to bring elegance back into focus. Your hair should never fight with your neckline. When they work together, it creates a frame that flatters your face, your posture, and your whole presence. Because after 50, we don't just wear a haircut, we sculpt an entire aura. Mistake 8. Choosing a cut that lacks movement. Short hair can be fierce, chic, and incredibly rejuvenating. But if it's too stiff, too set, or too sculpted, it can easily age you. That helmet-like effect? It's the opposite of what we want. Hair without movement can feel dated, heavy, and overly done, especially on a mature face that needs softness, not severity. Remember, darling, movement equals youth. One of the biggest shifts that happens as we age is a loss of natural volume and bounce. So when you opt for a shortcut that doesn't account for texture, layers, or lightness, you're freezing your look, literally. Instead, ask for soft layering, feathered ends, maybe even a little tussle or wave, a cut that moves with you. This creates dimension and softness, and helps avoid that helmet head look we all want to dodge. And styling matters too. Skip the thick gels or super strong hold sprays that glue everything in place. Opt for lightweight mousses, texturizing sprays, or a little dry shampoo to give your hair body and flow. Because when your hair moves, you look alive, vibrant, and yes, years younger. Let it breathe. Let it float. Let it frame your face like a silk scarf in motion. Short hair should never sit still. It should sparkle with every step you take. Mistake 9. Ignoring the importance of volume at the crown. Here's the truth. Gravity happens, and one of the most noticeable places it shows up is right at the crown of our head. Flat hair here can drag the entire face down, making your features look more tired, even when you're glowing with energy on the inside. The crown is your lift zone. It's where confidence begins. Too many short hairstyles, especially on women over 50, are cut with the focus on the sides or back. But forget the magic that happens when we add just a little height at the top. That crown volume lifts the face, elongates the neck, and gives your whole silhouette a fresher, more youthful posture. How do you get it? Ask your stylist to build subtle structure into the crown area, maybe a few shorter layers underneath, or a slight undercut for lift. You can also add a root lifting spray, or a round brush at the roots when blow drying. And here's the trick, don't tease it like it's 1985. Go for soft volume, not hard scaffolding. Just that little push at the crown makes everything feel lighter, brighter, and more confident. Like your head is held high because it is. Because age doesn't flatten us. It lifts us if we let it. Mistake 10. Choosing the wrong parting line for your face shape. It might seem like a small detail, but the way you part your hair can make a big difference in how youthful or aged your overall look appears. Yet it's one of the most overlooked elements in short hair styling. Many women stick with the same part they've had for decades. It's comfortable, it's familiar, but is it still flattering? As we age, our facial structure softens and our hair texture changes. The wrong parting, especially one that cuts harshly down the middle or flattens the crown, can exaggerate facial asymmetry, elongate lines, or even emphasize thinning at the roots. A deep side part can add instant softness and lift, especially for round or heart-shaped faces. It draws the eye upward and creates the illusion of volume. For square or angular faces, a slightly off-center part helps balance the features while keeping things modern and relaxed. And here's the trick, change it up once in a while. A flexible part adds movement and keeps your style feeling fresh, not fixed. Play with your part when your hair is damp, use your fingers instead of a comb, and let your natural texture guide you. Add a touch of styling mousse at the roots to set it softly in place without stiffness. Because sometimes looking younger doesn't mean cutting more hair, it just means shifting perspective. And the right part, that's the finishing touch of a woman who knows herself and knows when it's time for a little transformation. And there we have it, darling. 10 short hair mistakes that so many of us unknowingly make. Not because we're careless, but because for years we were told to play it safe. To choose practical over personal. To blend in rather than stand out. To age quietly and gracefully, but not too boldly. But that's not who you are anymore. Is it? You've earned every line on your face, every strand of silver, every hard-won truth. And your hair, it deserves to reflect all of that. It should feel like freedom, like a celebration, like a beautiful exhale after decades of trying to be everything to everyone. Because short hair after 50 isn't just a haircut. It's a statement. It says I know myself. It says I don't need to hide anymore. It says I'm still evolving, and I'm doing it on my own terms. So if this video made you smile, if it reminded you of how much power you still hold, or if it simply gave you permission to see yourself with softer eyes, don't keep it to yourself. Tap that like button. Send it to a friend who needs a little reminder of how fabulous she truly is. And subscribe for more honest, elegant, soul-nourishing style content created just for women like you. Because aging isn't something we need to fix. It's something we can adorn. With laughter, with lipstick, with a short haircut that makes us feel 10 feet tall. Thank you for spending this time with me today. You're not just aging, you're rising. Brighter, bolder, more beautifully you than ever before. Until we meet again, stay confident, stay curious, And above all,